Before her ordination, Venerable, known as Emily Tai, dedicated her career to library services and early childhood education in Western Australia. In 1997, she returned to Vietnam to practice under the guidance of the Most Venerable Thich Nhat Tu, who bestowed upon her the name Hue Can, meaning root of wisdom. Since then, she has been practicing Dien Vietnam and currently serves as the abbess of Dien Tu Thuy Can, also known as the Sunyata Community and Meditation Center in Western Australia. This nunnery is unique in its practice of Vietnamese meditation and welcomes individuals of all nationalities to participate in meditation sessions, weekend retreats, and Dharma talks. Venerable has shared her insights internationally, giving Dharma talks in Singapore, Malaysia, America, Korea, and India, and in Sydney today. So wonderful to have you joining us again, Venerable, and wonderful to have all of you joining in this virtual space where we can listen to the Dharma together and practice together. So, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions on the chat. If you're online, you can also put your hand up and unmute yourself. We encourage you to interact that way too if you feel comfortable. And for those in person, you can put your actual hand up and we'll let you speak. And then without further ado, over to you, Venerable.
Hello, everybody. Please, hello. Please join me to pay respect to Buddha by saying his name. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
By saying his name 3 times. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I forgot your name.
I'm Sophia. I forgot to introduce myself.
So, yeah, never mind. Yeah, as Sophia said before, today's topic is death and impermanence. Anyone can tell me another word of impermanence?
Instability?
Yes. Any other word?
Change?
Yes.
Unpredictable?
Yes. Close enough.
Mortality?
Yes. What else? What else? Not lasting. And then?
Constantly changing.
Yes. Temporary. How about that? And when you go, particularly you go to another country, but you don't fly direct. Where do you stay? Transitory, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the Zen word, it is emptiness. All right. So let's talk about the temporary. Can I show you this one? What is it? What is it?
It's a palm.
A palm?
Simran says it's a hand.
It's a hand.
Yes, a hand. Is a hand there?
Depends on which perspective you're looking from.
This is a hand, right? Where's the hand now? Where's the hand? Now is a hand. Anyone get the message? When I show it, this is a hand. And then no hand, right? Is it empty? What is it?
It's a fist.
Yes, correct. So what is this one now? A hand, correct? And now if I fold fingers, what is it? A fist, a punch, yeah? Where it comes from, the wrist, the fist? Where it comes from?
The hand.
Yes, if I fold my fingers, it is a fist. If I open it, it is a hand. So do you understand the impermanent? No hand. And now this is a fist and no fist. It is a hand. Changing is a good word. What Buddha said in his time that every form, this is a form, every form is impermanent. And why it is impermanent? This fist is formed by folding the 5 fingers together. Likewise, everything or every form is a getting together of so many elements. Nothing in the world can be by itself, by its own. There's nothing is their own entity. Everything need to be formed by getting together of so many things. That's why Buddha said every form is impermanent. Now, if we observe the body, ourselves consists of the body and the mind. So how the body is formed? It is a composition of 4 elements. Something solid, something liquid, some are warm, and some are wind. Is it correct? And that form our body. Since we were born, that's formed by 4 elements. And if one of these elements don't work well, then we have to see the doctor. And if the doctor cannot treat, then we get gone, die. So the process of a person is born, getting sick or getting old, and death. That's for the body. But for the thing, before you have the table, is there a table? No table. But if you have a bench, some wood for the legs, some glue, or some nail, and the carpenter, then you have a table. But in due time, the table will run out, and that's vanish. For things, you have the formation, completion, and then decay and vanish. So there's 4 stages for things as well as for people. And that's why we call it impermanence, because a thing don't last. It doesn't last. It is only temporary. But however, it is the cause of our suffering. Why we suffer? Because we don't accept the impermanence. We do understand. Everyone understand, because like when you bought something and then you use it, and when it is new, you like it so much. But after a while, it's fading and it's gone. And then because if it's with you for so long, you like it so much, and you attach to it, you cannot accept that it's gone. And that's how you suffer. That's for little things. But for big things as well, from the little to the big things. We don't accept the change. And particularly, I think nowadays, not only women, but men also, we stop the change by so many ways. And particularly with modern time now, we have plastic surgery, isn't it? We change everything from wrinkles to smooth skin, etc. So that means that we don't want to see old age. We fear of old age. We want to keep the youth. Let me tell you a story about the quick change. And whether you accept it or not, once upon a time, there was a painter. He's a very good, he's a famous in his arts. So one day he wants to paint something very nice, something looked brilliant, bright, and people will be happy, too happy to see the painting. So he organized or he advertised for some model for him to paint. And it turned out to be a young boy, very nice looking. He looks like an angel. And when the artist see him, he likes very much. And he used all his acts, all his skills to put the boy into the frame and look lively like the real angel. And he treasured that so much because that is all his skills in there, all his thought, all his heart in there. So he put up in a gallery, and that attracts a lot of visitors because everyone, no matter how sad, how upset they are, once they saw the picture, the paint, they feel so nice. They feel like they are in heaven because of the way he present the boy in the paint, and that's make everybody happy. And then one day, after a while, he think that now he has a skills to put the boy into a picture look like a real like that, an angel look. He wants an opposite. He wants like a Beauty and the Beast. He wants a creature, a beast creature. Again, he advertised, but for years and years, he's not happy. He doesn't agree with anything come up. One day, suddenly, there is one, we cannot say it is, no one can see whether it is a person or an animal or it's just a creature. It looks terrible, horrible, horrifying. Anyone see that creature, they fear, and not only fear, but all the bad feeling come up, and no one wants to be close to that. And the creature comes to him, and he agreed, he accepted, but he hated so much. He loathed the creature. He hates so much in a way that he put the creature, because it should take a long time to finish the paint. So he agreed to feed and house that creature with one condition, that he had a small corner. It's not a room, but he locked it up. And he said that in like a little store. He said that after the paint, after the time sitting for him to paint, that creature is allowed to stay in that corner, sleep in there, and he will feed as well every day. And he tried as much as he can to finish the work, because he loathes the creature so much. With all his hatred, he started doing the work. And finally, after 3 months, he quite close to finish, like the following day will be the last day. And he sent, and that is the end of the drawing. And before that day, but he rushed, so he finished that day. And then he said to the creature that tomorrow will be the end, and he will bid farewell, and he will pay the creature. And then that night, by the way, when the creature was there for him to paint, he did not allow that creature to go anywhere except only in his studio for him to paint. And after the time, that creature had to withdraw into his corner and cannot go anywhere. But that night, upstairs, he heard a cry, too painful, up to the point that woke him up, and he was so surprised. He did not know what's happened, so he go down, and he went to the store. He didn't see that creature, so he went to his gallery, and he saw the creature standing in front of the angel tent and crying wholeheartedly. He was so angry because he did not allow that creature come too close to the pen, because that pen is an angel, and he said that that creature has no right whatsoever, no compete with that angel. And he used all his force, to take the creature away, and then swearing that the creature, and he said that now I don't want you to be here. Actually, in the morning I would pay you and bid farewell, but now because you did not accept, you did not follow the rules, so now I kick you out. And after beating the creature, but he said that, but because I agreed to pay you that much sum, I will get the money and the gold, and I will give it to you, and you have to go out of here before I get out of my mind, because I don't know what I'm going to do with you, because you are not allowed to stand in front of my angel. The creature at that moment, and he said, no, even I hated you so much, but here is the sum I agreed, and then here is a gift I agreed as well, because when I painted that angel, I have given, and when he says so, and when he tried to pull some gift out, the creature at the same time with the pen put his hand in the pocket and hand out exactly the same gift like the painter gave him, which is a painting block, and that was quite a very valuable at that time. In the ancient time, we use a painting block. To the painter's surprise, because that is identical to the one he had in his hand. He said, this one is the second one, that is a pair, and the first one he already given to the boy who is his angel for him to paint the drawing. And now this is the second one in the pair. I'm going to give you, you are the beast. And somehow the beast gave him the same exactly. So he's so surprised. He asked, what happened? How do you steal that one from the angel? The creature said, oh, no, actually 20 years ago, I was that boy who is now, who's you, when that is the angel. And after the work here, he recalled the story that when he went back home, he's actually the son of a rich lord. And when he went back home, the whole palace was in fire. And because he was at the gallery, that's why, at the studio, that's why he escaped the death. But because he came in and he tried to come for his parents. So he got badly burned, but alive, alone with his maid. So after 20 years, he looked like a beast, not an angel like before. So anyone get the message? Anyone get the message?
Change is about causes and conditions.
Yeah. And changing, impermanent. Whatever angel is now the beast. So, and actually angel, the other opposite, the other side of the angel is the beast. Is it clear enough? Like in the Heart Sutra. In the Heart Sutra, if you chant, form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. Why form is emptiness? And emptiness is a form. That's exactly. Because emptiness in Buddhist term doesn't mean that empty opposite of full. It's not that empty. But emptiness in the Buddhist terminology means that is a forming together. And because it is a form, it is a getting together to create that form. And because that is a getting together, it is one of some elements to form that form, break, decay, and that's gone, vanish. And that's why it's called empty. Empty in the sense that don't last. It exists, but it doesn't last. It's not on the time. And everything in this world is impermanent, including ourselves, our body. Got it? Is it clear? Do you understand? Do you agree that with us, we have two components. One is the body and the mind is us, the body and the mind, okay? As I said before, the body is a formation of the four elements. And the mind, we have the mind, but we have the mind and the running mind. There is a go-on between a patriarch and a disciple. He asked the disciple, how old are you? And the disciple said, I'm 17 years old. The patriarch said that, okay, is your body 17 years old or your nature is 17 years old? The disciple then, instead of answering the question, he then asked the patriarch, is your white hair, is your hair white or your mind is white? The patriarch said that my hair is white. So he said, likewise, by the same token, my body is 17 years old. It's not my nature. So there is, that means in the impermanent, because the body grow and decay, own and die. But in the impermanence, there is something permanent. You got it? Is it too deep?
Leonie sent a message. So the body is composed of the 4 elements. What is mind composed of? Such a good question.
Mind composed of yourself, the true nature. But what? Because you don't realize that one. You live with the composition of greed, anger, illusion, arrogance, doubt, and distorted views. And that's why it is a cause of our suffering, because we live with that. We are controlled by these feelings of attachment. And that is the running mind. Let me say that like the feeling. How do you feel? You feel cold over there, isn't it? Is it cold over there? How's the weather over there?
It's getting really cold.
Right, okay. So you feel cold, right? That's the feeling. And that is one of the mind. The mind is the body, the body is the body, the form. And the mind is a feeling, thinking, formation, and consciousness. Again, the 4 things, right? And these are 4 is, again, it's not by itself. Because why you feel cold? Because the weather outside is cold. And that's why you are cold. But if you turn on the heater, then you will feel warm or hot. So that is the composition of the mind as well. Thinking again, you cannot think about something without knowing that or having that in your mind. Like you think about your friend, Jacqueline or something like that. Okay, you think about Jackie, then you must know Jackie, and you must have the image of Jackie in your mind. And that's how this moment you are sitting there, very cold, and then you think about Jackie is at home, very cozy. So everything, it has a condition. It has something. It cannot be by itself. You cannot think, suddenly you think. You have to have something before. And then when one thought arises, that creates another thought after. So feeling, you need condition. Like I feel smooth because this table, I touch this table. And I feel that's smooth because the table is smooth. There's a condition for you to feel. And there's some condition for you to think. And after thinking, one thought arises, another thought, and that forms opinion. You got it? So that is composition of the mind. The body is a form, and the form is 4 things getting together. And the mind is a thinking, is a feeling, thinking, formation, and consciousness. And these are based on your greed, anger, illusion, arrogance, doubt, and distorted view. I see another question, isn't it?
Yes, there's another question.
Yes.
Yeah, so many. It's a lot of great questions coming through. The second question. So actually, before we get to that question, because it's about the physical form, just on the mind still, how does that relate with the inherent qualities of the mind? I've heard that in the teachings they talk about how compassion or awareness and so on are inherent qualities of the mind of Buddha nature. Buddha nature are inherent goodness. Is that something that Zen or your tradition talks about?
Say it again. Because
Um,
we talk about the mind, yes. But
yeah.
yeah.
So I've heard teachings about how the mind itself inherently or has qualities or of awareness or compassion, um, like the inherent qualities of Buddha nature.
Mm,
Does that connect with what you're talking about in terms of what the mind is composed of? Like other than greed, hatred, delusion, it's also got really beautiful qualities?
correct.
Yeah.
Because the mind is a tranquil. What is the word? Clarity, right? But because we had so many things cover the greed and the anger, cover it, we don't live with that. We forgot it, like we forgot the breath. Rather, we live with the running mind. And if you put good quality, that is a running mind. The mind itself, the true nature, is clear. It is no good, no bad, no increase, no decrease. Okay, it is round. It is the same like my true nature. It's the same like Buddha's true nature, like your true nature. Every true nature is exactly the same, regardless of the gender or the ethnicity. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah, that really helps. The question from Kirthi is how much is the physical form connected to the state of mind? I have heard a lot about mind-body axis and the body's state impacting the mind. So Kirthi is asking about how much of our body, the physical form, is connected to our state of mind.
Can you clarify?
Would you like to clarify, Kirthi, or you feel comfortable to unmute yourself?
Yes, sure. In terms of like, for instance, this, I would say, I notice when I've stayed, when I've had a session of exercise or physical activity, my mind's a lot clearer. And when I practice it regularly, the clarity is, like it's at least for the next day or so, it's very clear. It doesn't run away as much. And the same way, even like the process of aging, with age, people tend to have changes in personality. And also like, you develop other issues that can lead to your personality having differences and your mind changing as well. Just those things, how important is it to take care of your body so that you can be in a good mental state?
The body is like a vehicle because we have to accept that the mind is in this body, right? Without this body, we cannot see or we cannot feel or we cannot sense our mind. So the body is like the vehicle who contain the mind. But then the mind is the true mind. That's what I meant, the true mind. Even it is within the body, but the body is not the boss. That's why we need to come back to our clarity. We need this body so we can go back to our home. The body age, but the true mind is the same like we were since we were born until we die. And we go. And then we can talk about like when you go, if you live in the dark, like when you live with your running mind without realizing that you have your true own mind, then when the time comes, more often people fear because we don't know what's next, where to go, and because we still want this life, no matter how rotten it is. But what we carry with us, anyone hear the story of the 4 wives? In yes or no?
I haven't heard it.
Okay. There is in the ancient time, there is or ancient time or nowadays a rich guy, and ancient time or in some other countries they do have it's not like in this country you have only one wife, but in some countries you might have some more wives if you are rich, if you have enough money to feed them. So there is a rich guy, he has a first wife, and then he has a second wife, and then he has a third wife, and he has a fourth wife, which is very young, and everywhere he goes, he takes her with him. Okay? And one day he dies, and he won on the 4 wives be buried with him. And he asked them, and he obviously he loved the most, the youngest one the most, and he said, come with me. And that woman said, no, I see you here. Now at home, at the door, I see you at the door. The third wife said that, no, I bid you farewell at the service. And the second wife said that, no, I bid you at the cemetery. And the first wife said that, as I am betrothed to you when I was young, I come along with you wherever you go. You got the message? Who is the first one? Or who is the fourth one? The fourth one who said that, I see you off here at your bedside, at your bed when you breathe the last breath. I say goodbye. That's money. Okay. The third one see him at the service. That is fame, power. Fame and power. They reside at the service. They have what you call eulogy, and they say how much you done, etc. And the second wife is relatives, and the first wife. Can anyone tell me what is the first wife?
Karma, action.
Yes, exactly. Karma, your karma. Karma is your habit, the habit, your actions. Everything you done in this world form the karma, and that will go with you. If you live still keeping in the dark, you live with your running mind. If you don't realize to come back to your true nature, which is clarity, equanimity. So everyone, regardless of the gender, whether you are a woman or a wife or a man, you have 4 wives with you. So the body is only the like the badge. It's only a vehicle. It contains you in there. And then if you don't live, if you don't understand, you can see people outside. They live and they chase after the fame, after the power, after that I am wrong, you are wrong, I am right. That's how they fight for their right. I am right, always right, the big ego. And if you keep living like that, you are living in the dark. Because actually, is there an ego? Remember, every form is a getting together of so many things. So every element is regarded the same, equal function, no matter big or small. They maintain the same what do you call it? Together they form. So there is nothing is the main. There's no boss in there. Maybe you are a bench, maybe you are a leg, maybe you are a nail, but without one single nail, the glue, the table cannot form. So that is exactly getting together. They maintain the same function, the same output, the same value. So there is no such ego. Where it comes from? Suddenly, because we treasure we see our work is bigger than the other person. So you fight for that, and that's why you keep living in the right and the wrong, and you live far away from your clarity. Is it clear?
Yes. Such a beautiful talk, Venerable. And I just wanted to bring it back to meditation as well. If you'll be doing meditation, you
Yes.
won't keep talking. I just wanted to flag that.
So
Would
what is the question?
So we do have one question, and after this question, if we can do some maybe death contemplation, meditation, or whatever meditation that you think will be appropriate for the session today. Is that all right?
I think that we do the talk about the death and the impermanence.
Okay.
And we are still in the impermanence. And actually, because the death is impermanent is death one way or another. We are talking about the body and the mind.
Yeah.
And so you want a meditation, and then you carry on the
Yeah, that sounds great. How about we do a meditation, then we can ask some more questions? Does that sound all right?
yes, because we are coming to the mind. So
Yeah.
how do you find because Buddha's teaching is to realize or to be aware of your true mind. So how can you come to your true mind?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that question.
So, Venerable, how do we come back to our true mind?
Yes, like you have. Do you agree that you have a true mind, and you are living which you forgot, and you are living with your running mind? If you accept that, then we can move on.
I absolutely accept that, Venerable.
Yeah, and we are proud of living in the running mind because we are doing well, right? Compete and compare, and we are doing well. So we are very proud. I'm so and so. Instead of answering like, who are you? I am a so and so. Instead of I'm a person, I'm so and so. Is it correct? And that's where we have ego in there. You talk about yourself like I am a doctor, I am a prime minister, I am so and so. And that's you live with that. So how do we come back to our true mind? Our meditation is awareness meditation. If you are aware that you live with your running mind, now the purpose is to come back to my true self. When you meditate, you breathe in and blow out. When you breathe in, you know that you are breathing in. When you blow out, you are aware that you are blowing out. Why I said aware? Because most of the time, the breath does it by itself. We don't know. We forget because we talk or we do something. It does. We never breathe until the doctor said, do a deep breath. Then we do a deep breath. But then when a meditation, we help you to realize that we are breathing, we are alive. So when you breathe in, you are aware that you breathe in. You blow out, you are aware that you blow out. And then suddenly you do not aware your mind run somewhere. Oh, I forgot to turn off something at home. Now I come here and another thought arises, like I said, thought arise, and you forgot the breath, right? And then suddenly you remember of the breath and you come back to the breath and breathe in, blow out, breathe in and blow out. And then you forget again. And you follow the thought. The thought is emotion. Right? The thought is emotion, and motion is impermanent. But it keeps coming, continuing, non-stop. And you follow that. You follow the impermanence. When the true permanent, you forgot. So where is your true self? This is a thought. And then you suddenly remember that you need to breathe. And after that, another thought. And then you come back to your breath, tranquil. And then another thought arise. Another thought arise. Before it arises as a thick one after another. But then because you focus on your breath, you come back to your breath, it's a bit looser. So what is between the two thoughts?
Space.
Yeah, the space in between the two thoughts. What is it? Is it tranquil? Is it calm? And then suddenly you follow another thought. The calm space in between the two thoughts is your true self. That's why we need to nurture our true self. Let's come back to the calmness, less thoughts, and the thought come. Let's come back until no thoughts.
Might bring in
Yes.
question from before. It's so relevant to what you're talking about. She asked, mind therefore is like clear pond of water, but thought is the surface scum which obscures the pond's clarity. So the surface ripples that obscure the pond's clarity. Is that like how the right way to understand it?
Say it again.
The pond is like clear, the mind is like a clear water, like clear pond, like a pond of water. And thought is like the surface scum, so like lily pads or dirt or all kinds of things floating on the pond, that's obscuring the pond's clarity. Are the thoughts like the scum that's obscuring the clarity of the pond?
And then you just get them out, and that's the pond is clear. You just clean the pond. Is it?
She just wanted to ask if that's the right way to understand the mind and thoughts, and it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah.
She just wanted to like understand if that's the correct understanding, I think.
Yeah, because of the point is clear, right? It's very clear, but apparently it has so many scums and then so many things in there. Yeah, like a store. You have a store and so many things you store in there. The true self is like a store, but because you cannot see the store, because the store is full of rubbish. Is it clear?
I think it's clear. And if we don't have other questions, we can maybe do a meditation. And Leonie indicated that it's clear to her now. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, we have the questions, then we can do meditation at any time, because meditation is only a means to help you to come back to firstly to realize that you have the true self, and then to come back to your true self, which is your home. So you can have another question if you want to.
Are there any other questions? In person, did you have a question? No? All good? All good? All good? Well, good in person. Anyone online?
You want to continue or you want to?
Oh, we do have someone with a question.
Mm.
Wait, let me just move this closer to you. Yeah. So you can, so she can hear you. Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you.
We study or we make many efforts just to try to make our thoughts rich, or we can think clever, but it seems it's a conflict with the true nature. Then what's the meaning of study? Yeah,
That's a really good question.
thank you.
Yeah. Very
The
good.
meaning of what?
What's the meaning of studying? She said, like, we go to school, like we do a lot of work to study and
Yes.
be smarter and be more clever.
Yes.
But if, it distracts us from the true nature, then what is the point of studying? Like, what's the point of studying then?
If you don't study, then you don't get a job.
Oh.
And if you don't get a job, how can you look after yourself? Yeah.
True.
This is a society. That is a cycle. Like when you were born, you grow up. Yeah, it's just the matter of growing up. But talking about the study in terms of Buddhism, the scholar and the peasant, you are correct, is the same. The true nature of a scholar and the true nature of a peasant is exactly the same. And apparently, the peasant might come back to his home quicker than us scholar. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are busy with fighting the right and the wrong. I am correct. You are wrong. You have to take my decision. When the peasant just do it as a natural. Yeah? So what's the point to study? You still have to study anyway. If you don't study, you will become illiterate unless you want to be a monk. Other than that, you don't get a job.
Venerable, is there a way for us to be with our true nature while thinking or studying as well? So, in the initial stages might be very hard where...
No, you can meditate at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, any time. You don't need to the recommendation is you have a routine. You set your time and you sit and you meditate. But if you are so busy, you can meditate when you are busy, when you are at work, when you make yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. with these 3 minutes, if you stop from thinking anything at work, you know that you boil the water, you know that you make yourself a tea. No, you are aware. Don't do it by instant, right? You are aware that you take the cup. You are aware that you boil the water. You are aware that you put the tea or the coffee into your cup and you pour the water in and you breathe 3 deep breaths with all the awareness of making the cup. That is your meditation. Because when you breathe and you follow your breath, you come back to your home. At that moment, there's no fight, no compare, no compete, no jealousy, no anger, no hatred. Can you do that? If you cannot, like the people said that the last time you had a question, like the mind keep running. When you sit, you know that the mind keep running. How? Because that you don't want that. Then if you can do 1 minute, how long does it take you to do the cup of coffee? The time for the water to boil, isn't it? That's all. 1 minute or 3 minutes. And do meditate at your busy time. And when you make a plan, you have to think. We have to think on the time. But after that, after you make that plan, finish, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Let me tell you that we live with the, and now particularly with the modern technology, we are so fast, rushing, everything online, everything is a click, and that's keep ourselves, the speed, and that's so stress. And that's why we go to stress, and after that depression, etc. So many mental disease unnecessarily. So let me tell you that if you do something and you get it done, that's it. Finish with it. But we always live with the glory or the critics. If it is good, if it is acclaimed, we cannot sleep because we're so happy. That means that is still in our mind. The success, the failure, and then the fame. And then if it is not successful, you are so upset for days and nights, no sleep. Is it correct?
Mhm.
There is a poem by Buddha's time said that the winner cannot sleep and the loser cannot sleep either. So if we drop winning and losing, we sleep tight. If we put our ego in the work, then we are at the dark. But if we work, because we study, we have to study. We need to know so many films, and then we work and happily going home, and that's it. No worries. And if you can do that, you already meditate. You don't need to come to the temple and say, I am so stressful. Can I meditate for half an hour to get rid of the stress? I said, I cannot do that. If you are so stressful, that needs the reason why you are so stressful, why you are so upset, and let go of it. But meditation is in every time. You can, like I wait for the bus, I still meditate. And I am in the bus, I still meditate. You can meditate how many hours in a day? After work, you meditate. That doesn't need to sit down or working. It's just your mind. You train the mind not to chase after the running thoughts. And you know, because when you are thinking, you know. And when you are not thinking, you know. And that knower is you, is the true self. Is it clear?
So Venerable, is it correct to then understand like our true self is not just the self with no thoughts? You were explaining that when we're starting to meditate, we can understand true self as the pause between the thoughts. But as we continue to, I guess, practice, it's possible to connect with the true self, whether we're thinking or not thinking, as long as we're aware whether we're thinking or not thinking. So, for example, I could be studying or working and I'm aware of what I'm looking at or what I'm thinking about, then I am still connected to my true self whilst I am thinking or studying or working. And I'm not running around, like you said, running to this or that mindlessly.
You are living with yourself, yes.
Mm.
Because that's why we have to, the teaching is nurturing the awareness. Don't lose your awareness. You are aware that you are angry and you can let go of the anger. And when if you are not aware of that anger, then you explode. You are angry and you explode. But if you are aware that you are angry or about to be angry, you let go. And that is you live with yourself. So that is the body connect with the feeling. Meaning that your true self is the boss, not the factor one. The factor one is the running thought. And the running thought control you. And so you forget on your true self. And then another question is, when you said that when you have no thoughts, who are you? Right? I am not teaching you to be a rock, because a rock is no thought, isn't it? No, we are not becoming a rock. We know, but we don't hold on to it. We don't attach to it. We know everything. We are aware of everything. Not the rock. The rock is immobile. Like us, when we meditate, we immobile, but we are aware. The rock is not aware. So when you have no thoughts, doesn't mean that you become a rock.
That's
Clear?
such a beautiful answer, because I think at different stages of our meditation, and this is linked with what Simran's saying, so I'll just also talk about Simran's comment. I think that's a beautiful way to link with what you just said, Venerable. She said, I think that invites us to review what our intention of attending these sessions are, as Sophia asked us to ponder earlier. Coming to meditate just to calm ourselves after a stressful day isn't going to fix anything if we just go back to our activities without mindfulness. So like a lot of us may also join, like meditate to be more calm or to be no thoughts. Like that's a lot of misconceptions we have about meditation, like we're starting.
Yeah.
We want to meditate so we're more calm and no thoughts.
Yeah. No, it's just the calmness is the result of the meditation. You don't meditate for the calmness. You meditate to wake you up to be aware of your true self. But the result, one of the result is the calmness. And then when you are clear, like when you throw all the rubbish in your store, the store is clear, empty, and that is the fresh wind, isn't it? And that makes you more knowing.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Simran asked, is that calmness an aspect of us getting closer to the Buddha nature?
Yeah, because you need to be calm. You know, like why you are calm? Because you are aware that you are angry. And that's why you are calm. Okay, when you shout, someone shout without knowing, and then after that regret that you shout, and that is your explode of your anger. But that is awareness, and that helps you to be calm. When you are calm, meaning that you know. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's so great because Simran, please let Venerable know if that answers your question, if you have further questions. But Venerable, what you just said, Venerable, what you just said is really wonderful from my perspective, that there's a difference between like the calmness that we experience as a result of repression versus calmness as a result of like seeing the true nature. And in my personal practice, I've experienced calmness due to repression, and I probably still do all the time, but it's different. Like, yeah.
And there is a calmness through the medication.
Yep.
Because when you are like when you are so violent, right? The doctor give you some medicine to calm you down, right? And that calm down is not the calmness of practicing Buddhism. I have a doctor asking me the question, right? If you want to be calm, he just give you an injection and you are calm. I said, no, that is not enlightenment. That is a medication that you become a rock. Right? Because that's how they when they have to control people in drug and violence, you have to give them something to calm them down, isn't it? But that calmness is not our calmness, because when they are calm, at the same time they are not aware. They don't know anything. When we are fully aware, you don't got it?
Yeah, nice. And Simran has put her hand up. So Simran, would you like to unmute yourself?
Thank you, Venerable. My question about what you just mentioned, it's with finding calmness in sort of the wrong way. So for me personally, at the moment, I'm going through a very difficult physical pain experience. And because of this condition, I struggle to sleep because I'm getting treatment. And because of it, it's gotten so bad, like with insomnia, and I have to start taking sleeping pills. And I also, because the pain is so excruciating after hours and hours of me trying to like meditate and things, and then I just start watching random YouTube videos just because I know it's not the right thing, and I try my best to sit with it. But after hours, it's like I'm numbing my mind, like I'm doing all these things, and I know it's not good, but I'm doing it because I feel like you said it is the wrong calmness, but it calms me down. And when I'm just like in it and watching something, it can be anything, but my mind is just somewhere else and I'm not focusing on the pain and I can't feel the pain. My question is, even though I know that's not the right way, and eventually when I get better, I know that I will not do that. But can you mention what is the actual danger? Because I feel like a lot of people do that, like in regular life, maybe who aren't Buddhist, but they have sort of no plan to stop. They just carry on life with that. And I'm curious, like, what is the real danger if other people are doing it just all the time?
Physical danger or mental danger? Because
Most of the mental danger.
yeah, because if that is a physical pain and you need some medication to soothe it down, and painkiller can help, and that is to do with the physical pain. And then with the mental health, actually Buddhism is a treatment for mental rather than physical, because if you are sick, you need to see the doctor. Every monk, every nun, and will see the doctor anyway. And so that is for physical. So the mental is, as long as you understand that is the way to calm the physical matter, then you are aware of it. So that is okay, because you are aware, not doing blindly. And then you can find a way to calm the mind. Say like when the mind are running, and you know where it go to, why it run, why it chase to these running thoughts. Then when you are aware that they are running thoughts, then you don't run after them. Say like when you know that, see like in a house, you get things stolen in the house, but you don't know after a while when you go out for a while, you come back home, and suddenly some people in the house, you don't recognize them, so you line them up and you name them and you know them, and someone you don't know, then that appear, and when the thief when you just watch them, then they cannot feel. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you, Venerable.
That's the matter of awareness. And the danger is if you are not aware, that's all. You still come back to your true nature anyway.
Yes, thank you, Venerable. That makes me feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you speedy recovery, Simran, and glad that to hear.
Yeah. And we will send our blessing. And actually, it is only the way to say, and for you to, if you believe, that helps. Other than that, Buddha said that, even Buddha, he said that I cannot bless, I don't punish, I don't bless anyone. You are your own boss, you are your own doctor. So because of the society, we all say that, oh, we will chant and send the merit to help to you. So you will get that blessing, right? But if that is a common practice, but if deep down, if you can understand, that is just only a matter of courtesy, that's all. Because Buddhism is nothing to do with magical power. Buddha dies as well at the age of 80. So there is nothing called God, God punish, God bless.
And Venerable, just another question as well. How would you have any advice for us to, if we're in the process of dying, what do we do? Or if someone is dying
Okay,
alongside us, how can we support them?
How to support them? In the process of dying, that rather than when the person already deceased and we chant, and that is not much help to the person. So we like before, like I said, that when you die, you carry with you. Remember the story of the 4 wives? The first wife is the karma, and that is always with you. So when you die with the karma. Whatever you have done in your life and previous life, you carry with you. And quickly, because we love life, we always want to live. But suddenly this body is rotten. This body doesn't contain you anymore. Apparently, when the person, at the moment when the person dies, they are not aware that they are going to die. That's why the awareness here again is very important. They don't know, and because they are not aware of that, the death comes, and they fear of the death, so they struggle. They want to hold on to the death. However, the body refuses it until when they cannot stay in this body anymore. When the person just die, we call it you call the soul, we call the spirit, cannot get in, move out of the body. So there are so many stages. The first stage is confusion. They are not aware that they cannot get back to the body, the confusion. So the second stage is a pain because they cannot get in. However, people around touch the body, do everything. And that is a pain because they think that they are the boss, but they cannot get in when people touch the body. That's why we have the tradition that do not touch the body, or whatever you do to the body, you tell them.
Oh.
Yeah, the first thing you tell them that you are dead. You are dead, meaning that the body doesn't contain you anymore. Now I'm going to change you, put your new clothes, etc. to you. So the second stage is confusion, and the third stage is now they know because of so many things happen. So they know that they are dead. And then when after they know that they are dead, the next one is a fear. Where to go now? Right? Where to go? Fear. And then next one is a rush to life, rush to enter to anywhere to life. That's why traditionally our culture, when we have animals in the house, particularly the pregnant, we take them away, very far away from the house, from the deceased, because they can get in. They just rush in and they just come to have life. The way they come is we don't see, but the spirit at that time can see the color. When the couple have intercourse, they create a certain color, and the disease, that spirit can see that color similar to them, so they get in quickly. And that's explain how somehow the child born take after one or the other, the father or the mother, just like that. So understanding the process of that journey before, when they are in the dying, we can come and help them to do the repentance. I don't like the word repentance, but sám hối is in Chinese and in Vietnamese, meaning that you owe up, you owe on the bad deeds, and you vow not to do it again. That is like repentance is English translation word. Ask them to, and explain to them that do not need to rush, and this life is impermanent. What you need is you can go to the bliss, the pure land, the peace of mind. If you have the peace of mind, that is the Buddha land, rather than just impermanence. This is only temporary. And how many years you are here living, you are just like a wanderer. You just go like taking a walk, you from the peace land, you come here taking a walk, and you come back to your true home. No need to worry, no need to regret, no need to, because they still want more, not enough. So that's how you explain. Is it clear? Most of the time, people might not agree that I have done anything wrong, and that's why they don't want to repent. And believing as well. But you need to explain that everyone, after you were born, one way or another, you have done something wrong. Sometimes you unaware, and aware or unaware, purposefully or unpurposefully, we have done things wrong anyway. Because if you do things for your benefit but may harm other people, or if you may not harm other people but you harm yourself, because like when you are angry, you are the one who hurt yourself. not other person.
So, Venerable, why is it so powerful to do repentance?
Yes, so to let go of the feelings, let go of everything attached. Yeah, because other than that, they still hold on to, you know, conscious or unconsciously. You know, they hold on to these feelings, wanting more. Yeah, all the feelings. So just let go. Repent is a letting go. Like everything is okay. You can tell the person that now things that we think that we haven't finished. So just everything is impermanent. Finished or not finished, it will be impermanent anyway. Relatives also. It's just only temporary for this life, for this world, for this life. Money and fame is nothing. Yeah? The stories of the four wives. You know, the money, after you die, you don't use it. You cannot carry with you, only the karma.
Simran had a question. Is it wrong not to regret something because you know it shaped who you are, even if it was unwholesome?
No, because I mean, not regret, but not hold on to. Yeah, not hold on to. Because like even it is a good thing, but you have done halfway or something, you got to be happy with halfway done. That's what it meant, no regret of that. Because some other people will carry on. They will continue. It is a good work for the world. So someone will continue. So like our mission complete, finish. So you go with good hands, good happy, clapping hands. The way why they still regret, because of my big ego. It needs me to do it. Without me, it cannot be done. Something like that. So let go of that feeling. That is a big ego. And again, ego is impermanent.
So really, it's accepting the life you've had and accepting that it's permanent at that time and repent.
Yeah. And when time is due, let go. Happily go. That's why the important word is acceptance. Accept. You need to be aware and accept.
And Venerable, why does it create pain if you're touching someone's body?
Yeah, because the feeling is I cannot go back to my body, my home. How come? How dare that person touch my body?
Oh, okay. So it's like a
That's again, yeah. So that's why you have to explain. Do whatever I say. I have to change your clothes. I have to give you a good wash. Yeah, do everything. Just talk like consider that person is still alive. You talk to the person because actually he or she is still watching you.
Are there any questions from anyone? Anyone online? Leonie has a heart. Everyone. We do have a question. Ruwini, I hope
Yes.
I'm right. When a person close to me dies, I become very mindful and become aware of impermanence strongly, but it does not last for many days. How can I remind myself? That's such a great question. Or asking about impedance. Yeah,
yeah.
the impeding, nature of death. Yeah.
Let me tell you my own experience. Okay. I looked after my mom for so many years. Yeah, for so many years. My mother passed away 8 years ago. Yeah, 100 years old, and I am the one who looked after her, and I'm the one who helped her. Actually, she chant. She chant on the good prayer to me. So before she dies, I chant her prayer to her, and I talk to her. I said, understand, agree. Yes, she agreed. And she goes, and I can see that she goes in peace. I'm very happy for that. It's very blissful, very peaceful, up to the point that because I have her in my temple. I want the funeral para bring the coffin into the temple, not moving her body anywhere. And they when they come, and they said they couldn't. This is the first time they see such a body like that. So they asked me whether she's 50 years old. I said no, I am more than 50. I am her fifth daughter, and I'm more than, at that time I am 70, yeah. Yeah, I'm 70 because she's 100. I said I'm her fifth daughter and I'm 70. And they said, wow, she looks so nice, like she sleep. And I even know that she passed away and she going to bliss. She's very happily, just like that, very happily. Everybody in the family is happy for that. It takes me 2 years to forget it. Yes. I still miss her. Yeah, because I'm human. So I understand everything, but it's just like that. Okay? Time is a good medication, but I still have her photo. I still remember the minute she passed away on my hand, and the minute I talk to her, and she nods and she goes, just like that. Her last breath is very nice. She doesn't huffing and puffing like other people. She doesn't try to catch the breath. She just breathe out and go. But it takes me really 2 years to forget that. And I still now remember her. But I know that she's in peace land. Because when the last words I told her, I said, you have 2 choices. One, go to where you come from, the peace, where you are at peace, enjoy. And that is the bliss, the Buddha land. Or if you still want to come back to this mundane world, find a good place. Don't need to be rich. Find a good place, a good family, where love exists, caring and sharing. Not the love. Caring and sharing exists in the family. And she nods, and that's it. She breathes out. So that's the things I can share with you. Okay?
Thank you for sharing. It's beautiful to hear about you and your mom, a strong bond, and wish she is in a peaceful, happy place wherever she is as well. Ruwini, I don't know if Venerable answers your question.
It answers partly my question. I really loved hearing that about your mom, Aya. My question also goes to sometimes when we hear about a relative passing away, you know, then we realize impermanence more clearly in our mind, and we become very good, become very mindful. But
Yeah.
that state of mind does not last long. I forget
Mm,
very quickly. In a day, my mind is back to normal,
mm,
distracted.
mm, mm.
How is there any tip that you can give us which will help us to remember impermanence?
Right. You just remember the praying. There is a story about Buddha in his previous life. He was a hermit, okay? And he practiced very seriously, but he's still very confusing. He did not, he feel that he didn't come back to his the clarity yet. He still practice, but still confusing. One day, because he practiced so good, so one day one of the deities want to test him. So the deities say two sentences. We give a stanza. A stanza consists of 4 sentences. So the deity only chant 2 sentences. The first one is all things are impermanent. This is birth and death. Oh, when he heard that, he thought that is a very good one, very, very good one. So he wanted to hear the whole stanza. So he walked out and he said, "Is it you who just chant the 2 verses?" And that night he said, "Yeah, I did." And he said that, "Please give me another 2 verses to complete the stanza." He said, but the deity said that I am very hungry. I cannot tell you. So the hermit said that, "So what do you eat?" And the deity said that, "Human flesh. So if you feed me, then I will give you the rest of the stanza and to awaken you." So the hermit said that he think about if he give the deity his body, flesh, then he died. But then he rather die and understand the true nature than living in the dark. So he said, he made up his mind, said, "Okay, I will give you my body. But how can I get the whole stanza before I die? I want to hear the whole things." So he think of a way that he will climb up the the big tree, and he will fall down from there. And then at the time he fall down, the deity write down on the ground the 2 sentences for him to understand. So that is a deal. So he go up to the tree, and the deity write down the third sentence is no birth, death, and the last one is bliss. He was so happy, so he fall down, but the deity hold him. You understand that story? Got the message?
Um,
Got the message? So what remind you is our life here is a temporary, impermanent. If we release of the cycle of the arising thought is a birth, and then that gone is death, and then another thought arise, and that is the birth. That is a cycle of birth and death. Not only this body die and reborn, but in a day, how many times we are born and we die?
yeah.
Is it clear? We haven't done much today.
Thumbs up. So yeah, I think it is clear, unless if anyone has questions. But we're also at 8:38, so
yeah, we haven't done much today, but it's now time, isn't it?
that's okay. I think this was such a wonderful talk, Venerable, and I'll just say a very sincere thank you for coming again. Every time I join your sessions or facilitate them, you bring something new. And today is full of wonderful new insights, personally for me, and I can see for many people as well online. Life and death is all, Leonie. Yes.
They're the same.
It
Just
really
like
is
a right and wrong, because
yeah,
it's
like
right here, but it could be wrong from over there or from there. You
yeah,
know,
yes.
life is actually death is a commencement of another journey.
Mm,
Yeah, life is if you are at the dark, you just
it's just a cycle, really.
yes, because there is a master who said that life is like putting on a blanket in winter, and death is like taking off a shirt in summer.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't it that simple?
oh.
Life is just like you take a walk. Yeah, you take a walk from home, you take a walk here and take a walk there.
Yeah.
And that is a beginning of another journey.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Venerable. At the beginning of the session, I'm like, oh, interesting. Death can awaken us to life. And I can really see during this session, this has really awakened me to see life because death and life are like two sides of the same coin. So contemplating death awakens us to life. So thank you so much for this.
Yeah, so understanding that
Yeah.
it is our work to be happy and to get everybody around us happy. Don't wait until they die to say that should I know about that? If I know about that, I regret whatever. Take the moment when we are alive to create a happy atmosphere in within for us together.
Thank you. Thank you, Venerable. On that very inspirational note, and I think that's what I love about like the Buddhist Sangha, whether it's the Sangha from Perth all the way from your side, like the Buddhist community or Sydney Buddhist community or Medicine community. It is a reminder while we're alive we can do something that is beneficial, and make each other and ourselves happy and all of those things. So I love that you tied it back to what we can do now and how reflection on life and death can also tie back to what we can do in this very moment. Other than just, finding our true nature, which is clearly so easy all the time. No. All right. Thank you so much, Brendan. But would you like to finish with the dedication of merits?
Yes, we chant the transfer of the merit. I vow that the merit and virtue from this will go everywhere, reach everyone, all of us, and all living beings to realize and practice the Buddha way. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Venerable.
Thank
And
you.
yeah.
I just want to make a quick announcement. Thank you very much, Venerable Hue Can. Good to see you again. We will see Venerable again in August, actually, on the 25th of August. But I just wanted to let everybody know next Wednesday we have an interesting session because an ex-professional flamenco dancer from Brazil has become a monk, and he's been a monk for about 10 years, and he's running the session next Wednesday about his personal journey as well, from stage to cushion. And actually, I saw the video that he sent. He competed in the professional flamenco dancing competition in Spain. So it'll be interesting next Wednesday. Yeah, Venerable Arianyana.
Looking forward
And
to it.
yeah, good. And then there are many other events on the website, as you can see.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Sing Sing, for
Bye-bye.
organizing all these talks for us and inviting all the wonderful teachers. And yeah, thanks everyone. Have a good week. Bye.